First video flopped completely. I messed up with the recording. I had to scratch it completely. We have a hell of a lot of black to do here, and I figured this would be our first video, our first whip and chat. Welcome in everyone, and welcome to my new channel, Crafting in Motion. I'm Saki, and yeah, well, I have no clue how to start this video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with it. We are working on Day of the Dead by Art Dot. This is the master size. It's I think 20 by 27 inches. For all of you multiplacer lovers out here, you might be in pain because I still haven't figured out my way of making multiplacers work. So I'm placing the black gems individually. So let's get to it. All right. So if you are not coming from Twitch, you probably have no clue who the hell I am. So I am Saki. I'm a surface pattern designer and lettering artist from Montreal, Canada. I am a native French speaker and I do art. I do Twitch. I also handcraft cosmetics and jewelry. If you're wondering what I do, I will drop links in the description of this video so you can kind of discover a bit of who I am. So today is kind of an introduction video as well as just getting stuff done because that's kind of my shtick, getting shit done. So I started diamond painting back in 2021, but I stopped because I have a chronic illness. I stopped because I was no longer able to do it. And I recently just tried to get back into it a few weeks ago. And I discovered that with my adapted treatment, I might actually be able to get back into it. So I started diamond painting again. I did complete 30 by 40 centimeter canvas and figured that since I'm pretty much back into the groove of it, I could document my crafting journey. I am mainly a Twitch streamer of art, but I did start streaming some diamond painting as well. And I felt like it was super relaxing and a lot of fun. So why not bring it over to YouTube? If you are wondering what lettering art and surface pattern designs are, I I have absolutely no clue what to talk about in this first whip and chat. So I'm just gonna get started by telling you guys a bit more about what I do. So basically, surface pattern design is applying designs to products. It's kind of like Diamond Art Club licensing designs from artists to put on diamond paintings, but for everything really. I create patterns that are seamless so they can be repeated infinitely without any gaps or seams. It can be applied to notebooks, wrapping paper, home decor. There are really no limits to what art licensing of surface pattern design can do. I'm going to put a couple pictures on screen so you can get a feel of my style and of how it can be applied. I do lettering. Lettering is not the same thing as calligraphy. Calligraphy is the art of writing pretty letters, and frankly, I am not good at writing pretty letters. But I am pretty good at drawing letters, adding super cool effects to them, and bring them to the next level. So this is what I do. I generally hand draw serifs and embellishments on letters, add tons of colors and effects because that's basically my style. Very colorful, very bold, and I just go ahead and create whatever I feel with words. I think it's a really different art form than classic art like landscapes, characters, etc. But it's really been where my passion lies to design stuff. It kind of blends in my love of graphic design with art. And I've just been really fulfilled by this journey. I've been streaming on Twitch my art, my progress, my struggles, uh, almost for a year now. I actually am celebrating my first stream anniversary on December 14th, which is coming along in a little less than a month. And it's been a wild ride. As I said earlier, I have a chronic illness, so I don't go out the house much because it is quite severe. And Twitch has really brought me a way to socialize with people in real time and just get that interaction I was no longer getting since the pandemic because I got diagnosed during the pandemic, and it's just been quite chaotic. You will learn by staying tuned and watching more videos. I'm surely going to talk about some stuff that happens in my daily life, and like it's a lot. A lot of shit happens to me, and yeah, I just felt like doing videos and live streams has really brought me back that spark about doing things, that spark about uh, friendships, speaking to people. And I've just really seen this as a great outlet to bring back a social life and bring back some new people into my life. And I hope that I will find like-minded individuals on here that will enjoy crafting and hanging out. And that's my hope for this channel. One of the things that are really, really important to me is kind of breaking that stigmatization on chronic illness and mental health. I have just always been very, very open about those things. So if you ever have any questions about how I live with my chronic illness, if I feel like it's a question I'm comfortable answering, I have absolutely no problems with questions. If you're wondering, I have a severe case of ankylosing spondylitis, which is a autoimmune disease that's it's kind of hard to describe, really. It's a form of arthritis, but my body basically destroys itself. So my joints suck, basically. They get destroyed by my body. I have extremely heightened inflammation in my joints, and my bones basically fuse together. So it's quite a painful condition, but I have a dedicated team uh, of doctors, nurses, and staff from the pharmaceutical company that provides my medication. So I am really lucky to have amazing medical professionals around me to help me with that. And I also have a wonderful family that's been so extremely helpful in this healing, well, not healing, but in this health journey. My condition is not curable. And since it is severe, I have a lot of symptoms that don't necessarily appear with the general patients that have this disease. So it is quite a lot. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm extremely open about this. Before I fell ill and had to stop practicing, I was a healthcare professional. I used to be MLT, which stands for Medical Laboratory Professional. Um, I used to be especially specialized in blood banking or immunohematology, which is basically the science of blood transfusions. Basically, my job was to analyze patients' blood and blood donations to make sure that a blood donation would be safe for a patient to receive. It's a quite honestly not well known position, but it is extremely important because in In a daily life, people receive blood every single day, whether it's oncology patients that need transfusions to keep their hemoglobin up, or it can also be pregnant women when giving birth. Uh, in some situations, will need to get blood. Some operations require pre-analyze um, units of blood to make sure that if anything goes a bit south during the operation, we have some stuff ready for the patient. Even if most of the time you actually do not need them, you need someone to analyze and prepare all of those things. It is a really important field of expertise that is widely unknown by the public, but it is so, so, so passionate. I had to stop practicing because of my illness, but honestly, I absolutely loved what I was doing, and I still love the profession I was doing. Frankly, if health did not stop me, I would definitely still be working in a hospital field. Um, in my case, I was in regional trauma hospital. So we did have some kind of wild cases, which obviously I cannot really talk about because of confidentiality laws. But we did have quite a few cases. I lived really, really um, incredible experiences, both in bad and good ways. But overall, my experience as a blood banker has been absolutely amazing. I am still in love with the field. And yeah, that's kind of my background. I used to play classical violin. I was classically trained for 10 years before I decided to pivot into the healthcare field to ensure myself a job. But little did I know that I would have to stop practicing and actually get back into my artistic roots. So, yeah, I am quite a methodical person with a really strong artistic um, artistic mind. So it's been quite a journey, but here I am today, and I'm so happy to be hanging out with you guys. I really hope that these videos can be a kind of co-working or body doubling space for anyone who needs it. And at the same time, if it can help me have that social interaction, it's definitely worth it. I do really enjoy watching diamond painting or paint by number videos um, because it's just nice, whether it's streams or videos, to just have someone to work alongside us. And that's kind of what I want to provide to other crafters out there. I have another YouTube channel, which I will link below, where I do some Procreate tutorials for beginner artists who are interested in lettering and surface pattern design. So I felt like I really wanted to have a separate space for crafting and have that more relaxing space instead of a educational one. So that's why crafting in motion came to life. One of the things I would like to achieve as an artist would probably be to get my artwork license for diamond paintings, but I definitely have to work on those characters and landscapes uh, art. So I am just working my way towards licensing my art in different fields. And I honestly am mostly just really grateful for everything I have going around me. So I am definitely not an expert in character design, but I do love designing. And if you go to my website, you will find enamel pins I designed. You will find some apparel with my surface pattern designs. I actually have one of the pants I got made with my own print on it. Uh, I'm actually wearing it right now. And yeah, I just love to create no matter what. So this channel will probably mostly be diamond painting because since I got back into it, I man, I got so many diamond paintings. I have so much stuff to get done. And I figured doing those videos would be a really cool way to get those things done in a different way. I'm probably going to do some whips and chats like this one, but also some time lapses because I'm kind of crazy on productivity. But sometimes I just like to listen to music and focus on it. So I think some time lapses would be a really fun addition as well. Also, I just barely got on that, but I also started my business as a cosmetics formulator. Um, I, since I used to be a lab tech, I have a lot of knowledge in lab security and chemistry and everything. So I think it really got me in the headspace to be able to formulate cosmetics. I started by creating basically exclusively handcrafted nail polish, but I have transitioned to other cosmetics, body care, lip care, and currently, well, I got back into art. And that just makes me quite a multitasking person. I do a bit of everything. My mom creates handcrafted gemstone jewelry that I sell on my website as well. I help her out as well. Um, I have a condition, but my mom has a different condition as well. So I would say my mom and I are basically uh, some of the closest friends. We work together on a lot of projects. We do a lot together in general, and the small bit of family I have around me are extremely important to me. And yeah, I'm that I feel like that kind of defines me quite well. I'm artistic yet scientific and very family driven as well. As I said earlier, my main language is French. Um, I yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about that. I am from Quebec, and my main language is Canadian French. It is quite different from French. French, if you heard both, you would definitely understand. Our dialect is extremely different, but I'm very happy to be bilingual. I learned English not only a bit in school, but I actually learned English by watching Supernatural at first. I did not want to wait for the episodes to be released in French when I was a teenager. So I just started watching in English with French subtitles, and then in English with English subtitles, and then in English without subtitles. And having interactions with people from everywhere around the world with the internet has really allowed me to get that conversational English skill. So today I basically run my business exclusively in English, and I'm just really happy that I had the opportunity to get that language knowledge up by myself. All right, so we will dive deeper into like my love of diamond painting in a future video because I do need the topics to be able to within chat in other videos as well. Um, but yeah, I don't really have a specific style. except for the fact I like dark things. I like this is a sugar skull. I like dark paintings with like really colorful accents, which makes this one actually quite perfect for my taste. But I do have a really diverse diamond painting wish list. I do a bit of everything. I don't really have a huge preference between characters or animals or landscapes. It's just really whatever calls to me. I do generally like really bold colors, really bold designs, and that's probably what you will see most of on this channel. I just basically pick up whatever image I like and get to it. I do like to work with bigger projects. So this is probably what you will see more of here. I do have some 12 by 16 inches ones, but most of the diamond paintings I've ordered are at least 16 by 20. That's generally it. And I also would like to do some painting by numbers on this channel. I still have to figure out how the hell I'm going to get that to work with my setup, but I think it should be a really fun addition to the channel as well. I'm going to try to post as often as possible, especially at first. So it can be not a resource, but just a spot to work along and chill. So I think that's actually about all I thought about speaking of in this video. So I think I'm just going to end the first one here just so I can get to editing and figure out my new editing software. So yeah, I'm just going to finish that row before just for my personal satisfaction. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. If you want to hear me babbling about more stuff and just hang out, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps. I would love to bring this to something that could build a community in diamond painting lovers, and that's basically my goal with this channel. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.